Picture this: a small, open wooden fishing boat out on the Sea of Galilee. It is a freshwater lake, but it sits low, surrounded by steep hills, and these violent, sudden downdrafts come sweeping down off the Golan Heights without any warning.
Right? So a routine trip turns into an absolute wall of water in seconds.
Waves are literally crashing over the sides. The boat is swamping, taking on water fast. And the disciples, seasoned fishermen who know these waters intimately, are losing their minds. And where is Jesus? He is in the stern, fast asleep on a wooden bench cushion.
On a cushion. The boat is sinking, and he is getting some sleep.
They scream at him, and listen to what they actually say in Mark chapter 4, verse 38. They do not say, "Save us," or "Help us bail out this water." They say, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?"
Wow, that is not a prayer for help at all. That is a direct accusation of indifference.
It really is. It is a panic attack turned into a theological dynamic. Like, how can you sit there sleeping while everything around us is collapsing?
But wait, why was he sleeping like that in the first place? Was he just exhausted from teaching all day, or is there something else going on?
Well, look at what happens right before they step into that boat. Literally hours earlier, Jesus tells a story unique to Mark, the parable of the growing seed. He says a farmer scatters seed on the ground, and then he sleeps night and day. He gets up, he goes to sleep, and the seed sprouts and grows, and the farmer has no idea how. The soil produces grain automate, all by itself.
Automate? Like automatic.
Exactly. So when Jesus lays his head down on that cushion in the middle of a gale, he is not just tired. He is living out the exact principle he just taught on land. Total, absolute rest in the invisible, sovereign operation of God.
So while the disciples see a silent God as an absent God, Jesus sees that same silence as complete trust in the Father's kingdom work.
Yes. But then comes the moment he actually stands up. He steps into the gale, looks out over the waves, and he shouts, "Peace, be still."
And the wind just stops?
It shuts down instantly. But the language Mark uses here is incredible. In the original Greek text, the command is pephimoso, which literally translates to "be muzzled."
Be muzzled? Like you would say to an aggressive dog?
Precisely. And here is the profound connection. That exact word, pephimoso, is not standard weather language. The same terminology was used when Jesus rebuked and silenced demons back in Mark chapter 1 in the synagogue.
Wait, seriously? He uses exorcism language on a thunderstorm?
He uses the exact same terminology. It reframes the storm completely. This is not just a cold front blowing off the Golan Heights. In the ancient mind, the wild sea represented dark, chaotic, destructive forces. By telling the sea to be muzzled, he is treating the storm like a hostile spiritual power that needs to be brought to heel.
So he speaks to the wind the same way he speaks to evil, with absolute authority. But what gets me is what happens right after the sea goes dead calm. Because Jesus turns around to these terrified disciples, and he does not say, "Man, that was a close one. Glad you guys woke me up."
Not at all.
He says, "Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith?" And honestly, if I am in that boat, I feel a little defensive. They were literally drowning.
I know, right? It feels almost harsh. But I think Jesus is addressing where their hearts went when the wind picked up. They did not just fear the water, They questioned his heart. They assumed his calm meant he did not care about their survival.
They confused his rest with divine abandonment.
Man, that is it right there. We do that all the time, don't we? When the squalls hit our lives and God seems quiet, we jump straight to, "You do not care that I am perishing."
And the story ends with the disciples even more terrified than they were during the storm itself, right? In verse 41, they turn to each other in awe and say, "Who can this be that even the wind and the sea obey him?"
They realize the person sleeping in their boat is far more overwhelming than the storm raging outside it.
That is a question that just hangs over the whole lake.
A question we all have to answer eventually. If you want to dive deeper into these stories, make sure to check out the book Divine Narratives, available now wherever you buy books. Good stuff today, Claire.
Yeah, really good chatting. Grab your copy of Divine Narratives, and we will talk to you soon.